Hello everyone, welcome back to Miss Hadley History. Let's get back to talking about those constitutional amendments. Alright, so this one's long, but here it is. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia when in actual service in time of war or public danger, nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor to be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. Now, the reason we have this amendment specifically is because of how the British courts worked at that time. A lot of times when plaintiffs were brought in, they would be harassed and threatened with torture until they basically confessed of their crimes. And this amendment was basically made to stop that, to make sure that someone wasn't constantly harassed in court. Now, there are three main parts to the Fifth Amendment, and what I'll talk about first is the one about the grand jury. Basically, you cannot be prosecuted unless you were indicted by a grand jury. So the police cannot just hold you for no reason. They actually have to have you committed of a crime before they can actually prosecute you. Understand, however, in this section that it does make an exception for those who are part of the military, specifically land and naval, because this was written before Air Force was a thing, because the military has its own judicial system. The next part I'll talk about is double jeopardy. This basically means that you cannot be tried multiple times for the same crime, though there is civil and criminal courts which are different. But basically this will keep a prosecutor from, just trying the same thing until they get the verdict they want. Last, I'll talk about what pleading the fifth actually means. Pleading the fifth is essentially saying that you have the right to not incriminate yourself by speaking, which is why you have the right to remain silent when you're arrested. And when you plead the fifth on the stand, that means you don't have to say something that would incriminate you of the crime. And that's everything for the Fifth Amendment. Next time we'll cover the Sixth Amendment.